hopefully it'll be good. So Miss Ness, you don't really need a healer because you can heal the full HP at the end of every stage, except for the last part where you need to refight all the 3 bosses again. So in this area, try to assign people to go to a respective bubble. So I'm going to the far right side. So the bubble needs around 1 million damage to destroy. Okay, 1 million damage. So hopefully Arfad has enough damage. If not, I think he's screwed. Yep, so Arfad is dead. Oh wait, he's just in time. So you can see we have 4 out of 4 now because we actually spread out all 4 together. So once we have done all of that, we'll run straight to the center and just click on the center pillar. You'll complete the first stage. So if Spirit Boost is good. If not, you actually need to go one by one. So if your friends are new to Miss Ness, go slow. So second boss, very easy. Go green or go home basically. So the boss is a tree. Okay, I'll tell you guys the few skills. Don't debuff the boss at the start first because it's gonna run. It's gonna charge. It's gonna drop a few seeds. So I recommend you to get the first seed buff first, because the second one usually takes a while to spawn. And then from then on, you can DPS. So once you hear him like shouting a while, the bats will come. You can see the arrow kill actually ate the bats damage, and he lost about 40% HP, and he's wearing level 70 gears. So at every HP bar, he will summon the black fruit. You need to destroy them before they explode. Should be okay if your team has at least 1 DPS class. And it's going to do the same thing, so wait for him to run first. And then from 3.9x and below, he can actually do this AoE Red Wave Raw thing that you need to be careful of. So make sure you go back and refill your buff here and then, but always from then on, always stay behind the boss. Okay, always stay behind the boss. This is what I'm going to do. Always make sure you stay at the back of the boss as much as possible. Here comes the bats. So the bats this time is on me. You need to run away. And if you're one running away, you need to be careful here. Because sometimes that is why you always want to have the buffs. You can see right now I ran out of the buff and I'm actually facing the boss, which is bad because he can do the AoE skill. Okay, he's not doing it yet. And I don't have the buff for me, so I'm going to go try to get a buff here. And that's the AoE skill. You have to stand slightly to the left. You can see that the explosion is very close to my right. So the red markings currently is slightly bugged. Okay, you need to stand slightly to the left of the red markings. If not, you're going to get caught, because they explode slightly more to the right. But that is why, because at the back of the boss, there's no red markings. So that's why, I mean, when you get below 3.9x HP bar, you want to stand either on the flank of the boss or behind the boss, so that you can actually avoid the red wave easily. Summoning the bats first. You can see he hits Nanolin up in the air. He's wearing level 60 gears, and yep, it's almost dead. So I think he has some high grade Dragon Jades or something like that. That's why he can survive. So if not, he should be dead. He should be dead. So don't get hit by the bats. And of course, if you get hit by the bats, your screen will turn white. But mostly, the problem will be the damage. Yep. Oh, Classical starting off for NS track up. Well, that's it for the second boss. The AoE Red Wave will also probably one-shot you if you are wearing level 60 gears. So that's what I mean. Stay on the side or on the back of the boss. As you can see, every stage you can actually heal at the bubble after you kill the boss. So next boss will be the... what's the name of this guy? Oh yes, it's called Gas Cry. So usually he will explode at the first stage. Okay, stay away from him. And then after he explodes, this is what he's going to do. 4 waves, or rather 3 waves of flyer, and then an AoE one, which you can jump dodge. And then the Stalker can actually start right from the start. A lot of people thought that it's actually a mechanic that starts like later. So make sure you kill the Stalker. There's a guy that will be marked. You can see that right now is the Priest. You can see a mark on his head. It's similar to the DDN phase 2. It's exactly the same. So after that, the boss will cast a sequence of skills. One of it is he'll slash first, and then he's going to summon a black hole-like skill. You can see this is the one, and it's going to move forward. So it's a very good time to cast Moonblade Dance at that portion. By every HP bar, the boss will go invulnerable, and you need to walk through these waves of fire. So Spirit Bruise will help a lot here. And once everybody make it to the end, he'll get stunned, and this is where you can actually DPS the boss. So try to avoid getting caught by the AoE explosion there, because you'll get burnt, and without a priest you don't have any chance to cure. A Light Fury can cure as well, but that's what I mean. If you don't have a player that can cure you, the burn damage is actually pretty significant, so try to avoid getting caught. He has the Flame Crescent Cleave as well, and here comes another Stalker. So while summoning the Stalker, you can actually DPS the boss. So the marking is still on the priest, so that's a good thing for us, because that means that the DPS class can DPS freely. So you can see the boss is pretty simple here. But if you have level 60 gears, if you get caught by the one slash into the combination play that you see, you get one shotted as well. So it's because we are dodging everything right now, you don't see that it's very hard. Okay, it's Gus Cry again. Oh no, it's not. So at 3x and below, I think it's 2x, he can actually put one random member into the cage right behind there. He needs to kill all the shadows to be able to finish the curse. You can see that he survived the curse, and yep, he will come back. So pretty simple boss. Just don't get burnt, dodge all his attacks, you should be fine. But if you get hit one time, extremely painful. So the Stalker is still on the priest. So that's it for the second boss. I'm trying to see if Jack got any insights. Bats equals 300k, and he clear your buffs as well. So for the second boss, I'm going to write a mental note that if you get hit by the bats, their buffs are cleared, and yep, about 300,000 damage, which is extremely high. So this stage is actually, I find it defeats the purpose. I was hoping that there was a hell mode version of the Wind Cave, but apparently there isn't. So it's quite sad, because even at level 60 gears, you can simply tank through the wind damage. So this is the part where Sword Masters are useful. You can just dash through everything, and then yep, you finish the stage for your friends. So this is where the runners, quote unquote runners, have become useful. But in Anu Arundel or Dune Nest, there isn't a hard version of that place where you can't really force, but if you think about it, it's just a time sink. So here comes the hardest stage, I would say, for Mist Nest, will be the Wolf Boss, due to the trap. Okay, due to the traps. And slow classes here will be crying. So we call this a 5% strategy. A lot of people that enter this stage will say, are you going to do the 5% strategy? Most people will say yes. So what's going to happen here is going to damage, there's 4 trees in the map, okay? And you'll damage all the 4 trees to about 1% HP, not 5%, okay? So you make sure it's as low as possible out there, where you just need to use one skill to do it, to destroy the tree. So while that's happening, the boss is actually invulnerable. You need to fall the tree onto the boss to actually stun him, and when he's stunned, his invulnerability will actually go off. Oh, you need to be careful here. Okay, that's done. So we have 2 trees done. Okay, so we're done. So we have 4 trees that is done right now. So what's going to happen is Arrow Quill will be the one to hit the tree. And the timing is very important. So right now we need to bait the boss towards the center. Usually what you want to do is you want the boss to cast one skill first, because the boss leaps around a lot. Okay, so here we go. Let me destroy this one. And the tree's gonna fall on him. Okay, he's get stunned here. He actually almost ran away, that was close. And it's where your DPS hard. And this is where actually Kalis are very strong on this stage because of the aesthetic dance too. Because when the boss HP goes down, you can see that the tree just fell. It's gonna stun the boss again. Perfectly done here by Arrow Quill. And go for our next phase. So we have 4 trees to go and DPS the boss. So if you do it perfectly with correct amount of DPS, you can kill the boss without any traps. But unfortunately, we'll see if the tree's in time. The tree is in time, so it's gonna get stunned again. So what happens if you don't have enough DPS? When you don't have enough DPS, then you will need to go through at least 2 traps. So we have 1 more tree to go, I think. Oh, this tree is not dropped correctly, but that means that we do not have a perfect run for it. And we could be bugged right now. Okay, wait. So we have 1 tree still available. So that's where we are lucky. There was one time we actually got bugged. Oh. So we are lucky here, which means we're gonna kill the boss without any trap spawning. So that's lucky for us. But sometimes, because basically once you go below 2.9x HP bar, he will actually remove his so-called super armor. His shield will go off. So fortunately for us, he actually kept it there. So my friend just PM me on Steam. And you guys are gonna hear some Steam notification. Apologies for that. So as mentioned, just wait for the boss to land, but it's too close to the tree. And I think it's not gonna get stunned. Nope. So we have to wait for this one. We have to DPS one more. Hopefully the boss bounces here this time. We're gonna get a stun! Oh my god. Fail number 2. That's what I mean. Every time you want to wait for the boss to actually attack first, because it's very annoying when he's moving around everywhere. So you usually wait for him to attack once first. Okay, go. Yep, this is perfect. Yep, so we managed to do a perfect run for this boss without any trap spawning. Maybe not! Okay, we did it. So Moonblade dance kill here. Perfect run, awesome. And yep, that's how we roll in the PewDiePie. No, not PewDiePie. That's how we roll here. Sup, Tezu. Yep, so if you have an Illustra, you have classes that can stack damage and do burst damage. It's very, very good. Apologies for my phone. I'm gonna set it to vibrate now. Especially for those watching the guy, if you hear the ding, I'm sorry. So we come to the final stage of Miss Ness, and you have to fight all the bosses again, but with a twist. Because the corrupted queen or the tree, the final boss, will actually attack you, and her area attacks are marked by blue areas on the ground. You'll see one right now. So there'll be different ones. So for the first one, it's almost half the map. It can be on this side as well. So what happens is, it's the same mechanics, with some of the mechanics of the boss omitted this time when you fight them. So once you do about some burst damage to the first boss, you can see the corrupted queen will smack the ground. So once you see the clenched fist, you need to jump to dodge. We're gonna get hit there. Jump dodge the second one, and jump dodge the third one. So you have to jump dodge that one. Level 60 gears to get caught, easily death for you. And because classes don't have actually relief, if you get caught once, Yeah, usually did, because you won't be able to recover. The speed of the slamming is too fast and you won't be able to jump in time. So again, there'll be bats that'll be summoned. It's coming for me. And just to show you guys the bats effect. My buffs are cleared. And it's always not good to have a buffs cleared, but of course with a good priest, they will keep it there for you. So you must always make sure that you have the buff, because you can see that the area is very small, and if you don't have the buff and you're caught in the flames, it's good night and lights up for you. So we're caught by the Corrupted Queen hit there. So again, once you see the fist clench, jump. See the fist clench, jump. See the fist clench, jump. Jump a bit too early there because of the spirit boost. But the other way to dodge it is actually via hearing the sound. But I wanted to get something more firm. So now I actually look at the fist clenching before I jump, compared to hearing the sound. But hearing the sound works as well. So you can see that in this area, the Corrupted Queen attacks differently. You can see that the maps has 3 sections, section 1, section 2, and section 3 here. So it's going to be a linear kind of thing. So there's 3 areas where the hand can actually hit you. And the boss this time, his 3 hit flame slashes will be changed to 4 hits. There will not be a AoE one anymore, but the 4th one will be very fast. So always be attentive of the markings on the ground. Do I actually have the BGM on? Yeah, I do. Just checking. And of course you can summon Stalker as well, and this is where it gets slightly scary, because you have a smaller area. It's on the priest again. So it's good for us. So as you can see from Half Sugar's video, he mentioned that Mist Nest is just punishing for slow classes. In fact, very punishing. You can see in the final boss stages later on. So this little jelly that you need to break is actually damage based. I think it's about 1 million HP. Or probably lower, maybe 500,000. So it's not super armor based, it's damage based. So this one is similar to the second part. The area where he attacks is also 3 main areas, but area 1 will be this area. It's a larger area here. Second area is around the middle section, and the last area is in this corner. So, yep, just be attentive and avoid the blue markings on the ground. Sometimes you can't avoid it because you are in a casting animation, so it comes almost every 15 to 20 seconds, I think. Maybe longer, I think every 30 seconds. No, I think it's 15 to 20. You can see that it's quite fast. So in this part of the boss, he doesn't summon any traps, so this boss is actually relatively easy. Just avoid his line drive skills. Haven't used the line drive skill yet, I think. Yep, line drive skill coming. This one. Oh no, that's the 3 lead here. Triple lead skill from the boss. So the boss also starts off in the berserk state, which you guys didn't get to see because we did the 5% thing perfectly. So once done, kill the block, and we move on to the final boss. So don't attack the boss at the start because, okay, actually you can. Usually he will just blow you away from the start, so you want to save your DPS skills. So just blow you away. And after it blows you away, you need to go to the center quickly, find out where's the green safe zone, run there. And with SB, oh, he actually ran, oh, he overran. So right now we have Spirit Boost, so the priest is actually very safe. Without Spirit Boost, the priest, if you don't react quickly, you'll actually die. So usually after this phase, he'll actually root you to the ground. You need AD because it's going to pull a suction effect. And avoid it. So after that you can DPS. Usually he'll blow you away again. Yep. Which is quite annoying. It's what I usually do like the first like HP bar of the boss. and it's gonna do less later on. It's gonna rule you again, and it's gonna pull you in. This time it's at the back left corner. Once you go to 3x and below, you can actually summon a safe zone, a green cone of safe zone later on. You will be able to see it later. Right now it's still the same mechanic. So what you want to do if you are slow class, keep your weapon and yep, you'll make it in time. But sometimes the orb will actually spawn in a weird location. Like you see, it takes some time to react, and you can see arrow quail fails. Because she thought that the green block was at the back right side, but she was wrong. Yep, this is the one I'm talking about, green block. Usually I'll use my ultimate here. You can use HD to avoid the damage, which is good. After that you just do some normal sweeping attacks. And it could be flame fruit coming soon. So at 3x and below, actually you can summon flame fruit already. And I think I've seen once at 4x, not too sure. But the earliest I've seen so far is 3.9x and below. And my game just crashed. Oh, it's not there yet. So we're back. Wait, my game is not responding. What the? I can't find my mouse. Okay, my mouse is back. So you always find a central location first, then react quickly. I'm not having any boss sounds for some reason. Boss should be dead now. Can't see the flame fruit mechanic unfortunately. So yep, probably try to do a second run. Or I'll just talk on the boss part, this part of the boss later on at second run. Alright guys, hopefully my game don't crash this time with the boss. So I'm gonna walk through the boss again. So the boss will most likely blow you away off the start. So we're gonna start with AoE attack first, but usually he's gonna blow you away just like this. And then you need to try and get to the central area ASAP because if it's at the right corner, then you won't have enough time to run across. So slow classes, very bad here. So you must react very fast. If you hesitate for like 1 second, if you're a slow class, you will not make it, especially if the blue, or rather the green orb is at the other side of the map. And always after this phase, you'll be rooted to the ground, and then you'll be pulled in to one of the hand swipes, just avoid it. And it looks like you're gonna be blown away again. Yep, that's how the Corrupted Queen rolls. Again, always try to go to the central position first, so that you have more time to react. Should be summoning the little green path thing? Nope, not yet. So from 3.9x and below he can actually summon the flame fruit. So it's not 2.9x and below, 3.9 and below the flame fruit can be summoned. So seen it happen before. I always thought it was 2.9x and below, but it's not, so just be careful. Usually it will not happen, but anything can happen, so just be careful. Green path is out, so this is where I usually cast my ultimate. What the? I got hit. Thought I would have escaped that. Caught within the relics, need to be careful. And flame fruit could be summoned right now. So nope, it's the root first. Sometimes you will not see a flame fruit at all. Hopefully it will be summoned so I can show you guys. Let's see the flame fruit. Yep, so it's on me. So when you have the flame fruit, it's like the desert dragon. The fruits will be dropped onto the places where you are at. So you need to stay away from your members and keep the area marked with the flame fruits as small as possible. And after which, the boss will explore the flame fruits, and you'll be rooted again. Oh god, it's flame fruit again. But it's not on me this time. Oh wait, it's on me. Why isn't the marking? So this is a slight bug. It should actually be marked, but apparently I'm not. Oh, is it because I relief out of it? Not sure about that. But when the boss is summoning a flame fruit, it cannot be damaged. So, yep, you just gotta wait. And you won't be rooted, like, for sure after the flame fruit. Just now we were just unlucky. Save green area. And a beautiful half slash finish. But both flame fruits on me. Usually the guy with the aggro will actually get the flame fruit. So because we have no guardian or crusader here, the guy that does the most DPS will actually get it. So yep, I actually managed to do the most DPS. So I got the flame fruits. The archer has more MP because I think he's still using level 60 gears, and he probably didn't add any MP on his skill build, the recovery one. Here are the loots. The money making ones are the life vitality, usually a lot. The low grade ones people usually just free roll to disassemble to craft stuff, craft your high grade Dragon Jades.